Libras, here are the messages for November 2025. So to help y'all understand how the month was cooking y'all, or to see if you passed the month of October, let's read a quote. So this is from me watching the video the first time in the beginning of the month. It says, Libra, connecting emotions, seeing these emotions through, growing into a new direction. Hold on. Connecting emotions, seeing these emotions through, growing into new directions. You're so accepting of these raw emotions and collaborating with the rawness. This is new territory. Be a beginner here. Trust yourself no matter what. Let the opportunity unfold in front of you. Watch out for when you feel so strongly. What are we earning? Break the loop of insecurity. Which is you not trusting life, yourself, the circumstances, that they'll get better. Life is trying to show us each way we may not have trust in life or ourselves, which is very helpful. So here's the second quote I wrote from watching the video more recently. It says, Libra, trust yourself no matter what. Break the loop of insecurity. Break the loop of not trusting your mode, loop, or style. Keep the trust that things are getting better and seeing these emotions through to better. Trust yourself. Trusting yourself involves all of you. Who's actually being vulnerable? Are we trusting in life and allowing? Do we assume the worst? So there's these quotes would have helped you trust in life for the month of October and ace the month. So it's weird to think like that, but growing up, like I said, my bro played video games, used cheat codes, so that mentality, that just sort of stayed with me. Just, is there a cheat code? Is there a shortcut? Is there a way to just cut out all that time? Here we go. So, and this is a beautiful card, Temperance. I'm going to call it the keep cooking card. You're balancing out these emotions, getting the right mixture, right feeling, right process, So, got to keep cooking, got to keep letting this situation unfold. I forgot whether the sign had the same card. I think it was, would it be Leo? It might have been Leo. Cancer, I really want to say Gemini. Might have been Gemini. Here's the challenge. So then when you're cooking so well, you got to give space for the environment, because some people may not be as in tune with themselves. And, I remember growing up, you see a person living a life or hearing about how they live, your mind kind of creates more issue about it because you kind of exaggerate it and make it this extreme, raunchy, crazy ass situation. which is doing more damage to the reality of this person. Because it could look as plain and goofy if you've seen it in real life. If you've seen how it actually plays out, you might actually be disappointed in yourself for putting so much thought into it like that. So it's a weird feeling to think in terms of a person, like what they do as being lower or beneath you and you being better, just off visualizing how they live and like how dare they live so like themselves or whatever, when it's really you assuming the worst in them, giving them this, this look, and it's you not allowing yourself ultimately. So this is a mode Virgo's taking, and this is what's affecting you. So I don't like reading on all specific details going on in between people. It's mostly obstacles the month's making you face. So you got either Cancer here, emotions here, close to your environment, towards the higher, organizations, or in a sense, now you having the understanding, you keep the role model, preach your higher, teacher energy, so weird when you get these, coming to these messages, creating these messages off these. So much power in just remaining yourself. We're always looking towards what can I do to get better, and it's like, just keep being yourself. That's what's getting you better. Being yourself is making you better. We always believe we're gonna be off track at some point, go overboard. But dare to believe you are the ingredient. You are the necessary ingredient that makes this thing flavorful. That's available perspective. So that is necessary when you start second guessing yourself. Outcome. Best outcome. Yeah, no longer says this was necessary. Gathering information, and then you need information of yourself to know why you gather information. Because life's going to start putting information in your face that just looks like information, but it's throwing off your trust in yourself because you're looking for information. So this is necessary to quit gathering or quit going within because you already got the answer. It's helping everyone out. It's helping me out, reminding myself, I already know what it is. I know how I feel. I know where I'm at. So the best thing to do is giving of yourself. Simply giving of yourself. Truly being you. Is you being the page now. Being yourself is being the page now. When I see the Page of Pentacles, initiating entry level type things, leveling up, building something hands-on. But you being yourself is that work now. That's the necessary work. That is you actually being here. You have to decrumble any sense of I'm not felt. That is a lie. That's a lie because you are what you're looking to now. Your self-esteem. You have great mode, great sense. Now you look to yourself. You're just trying to hold it down. This energy is going to help. This card will help you, or this, what's affecting you will help you. It's you showing up for you in action, in feeling, in acceptance, which is an action, a serious action. It looks like, and that's the main one, that looks like you're doing nothing. People will be irritated. So-and-so looks so comfortable. I'm working more harder. They're like they're doing nothing. Who cares? Life will balance it out. Life will take the necessary steps. It will show. It will expose. It will do what it has to do. And I did all this thinking, all this reading just to come to this trust life. Trust what life, the positions life puts you in, the feeling life will create in you, which initially may feel against, but life knows, man. So the real problem is, do we trust life in this action? So that is Leo. And that's the question. Do you really trust that? Is that what trusting yourself feels like? Is this what trusting yourself feels like? You're controlling this. That's the subconscious. You're controlling this lion, this beast, to not assume the worst, take over. So it does look like that. When you think about this water sign with their foundation, they're staying and not giving. But they know it's a process, as in not trying to give this emotion, which is forced in that sense, They're trusting their process. You see someone trusting their process in their head about their own process. So it's at the point to where you have to let go, because it's like, well, it actually is surpassing a lot of shit. So, never mind. If they can do it, surely you can do it. It's weird how you read like this, because it's like, am I looking for indicators still? I'm just looking for understanding. Because the situation's going to be here, but your trust is what unlocks. So that is you speeding up, pressing the acceleration. Trusting yourself is the acceleration. And no matter what, how you get there, either you press the pedal to the metal, put the pedal to the metal, or you ease into that shit. Same thing. So however you get there, at this point, it's about getting there, and you are the destination, yet you are the roadmap. How you feel and how you go about it is the instructions. So you're all that. And then they would make sense. Life's on us to make sure we feel like that. Life's putting us in position to feel like that and be that and feel like and know that. So these messages I'm reading now, it's just always putting you back in the driver's seat, it looks like. So, but there's so much to gain. So then what the month will test you in is simply you having to know you're on that. You're that person. You have the solution. But also slow down to be more sincere about trusting yourself. Which is trusting life. Trusting that, hey, it will work. I've done all the effort I can. I will give life a chance to do this, to do some work now. So they're the messages, Libra, for November. It's easy. All the signs tend to have this trusting yourself. You have the answer mentality. Because the month of October has been so random. Things have happened. Initially you feel like, but you feel so strongly that this is, I must do this. I have to respond like this. So everyone must play their notes, which means it may make us initially feel like they're shitting on us, dimming our light, when in fact they're showing us that nothing can dim our light. But we have to come to that fact that we have to realize, this is not in the way of me. Why would I put it in the way of me? They're the messages, Libra. So do we assume the worst? Do we put obstacles in our way that aren't even in our way? Do we make things an obstacle that are already cleared? Is life, so now we have to really trust ourselves, really trust. And that's the beauty, life is showing us, is making sure we have trust in ourselves. And now we have to allow life, allow others. And maybe we're helping others trust themselves. We have to trust ourselves for others. So we really are getting over ourselves. We really are there for the environment. We have to be ourselves fully for the environment. So this work is good for the environment. Just know this work is good for the environment and you and the environment. Later, Libra, they're the messages for November 2025. You already know. You want more powerful messages? Subscribe to this channel. Yet with my messages, you're being put back in the driver's seat. You're having to check for yourself. Do your homework. This is for you to ace the month. You to amaze yourself. I feel amazed just giving these messages. Knowing they help, they help me when I'm going through it. So I know they help. I know they help. I know these messages help. So subscribe. Thanks for watching. You can comment if you want. There you go. November 2025, Libra. Utilize this video. You might want to write. It's all about being able to remember this stuff so you can see it in your month and be on top and ace it. Pass the test. Later, Libras.